Hello once more everybody, Thetymix here. Welcome back to more of Let's Play Motorsport Manager, Surging Absurdity. Time for the twisting forests of Ardennes in Germany, as we're off to our 9th race. In the last time out at Singapore, Laurie had an unfortunate crash, Holgersen took the points lead, and we extended by only a few points because they got the pole, and they finished second with Sevilla, so they still did well. But we did boost it up a few points to 16, so we're a little bit safer. We're going to have a new sponsor coming in before this race, and we're going to be wrapping up this final engine part. But the main thing we're trying to do is just save money. We should be back in the positive before the year is over. Much more importantly, hold off Spartan to get the win, and we need to not forget that the last race of the year will have double points. So we definitely want to stay as far ahead of them as possible because anything can happen at the end. And World Sports Network, WSN, has our question. Which of our drivers is better? That's self-evident. I'm going to say Mia Holgersen. That didn't bother Will. So, worked out okay. And they're talking about Hashimoto being hated by mechanics. Not particularly interested in that. We've got our sponsor offers in. We'll take a look at those later. And yeah, we're gonna boost. We're gonna finish up this engine while we wait for the other one to get built. And yeah, we're going to have about a 3-day gap here. There we go. And they are idle, or were idle. Now they won't be anymore. So I'm going to assume for the moment that I can get it ready on time. Holgersen not going to be super happy, but that will change. Once we get this in. Yeah, okay, we can definitely do it. So we'll want to reallocate people, all that fun stuff. But that'll be the last of our parts. Not going to bother with the gearbox. Wouldn't get it in time for it to really matter. GT Challenger Series is at Phoenix. Okay, now let's take another look. We've got just over a week. Okay. And happy with our position. Ardennes is going to be 37 laps. 3+ miles, close to 2 minutes in time, so practice is going to be a real challenge. Likely to be some rain. Engines being the most important, and soft and super soft. Really happy about the spoiler, which ironically is our worst part. And they're talking about Bags retiring. Yep. That's to be expected, but as long as he waits till the end of the year, I'll be happy. Because he's still getting us some points consistently. Oh, look at our brakes. We're down to 3rd. Interesting. So we're starting to lose ground overall, though we still have the best car in general. Yeah, let me just tweak that a little bit. And of course I expected us to struggle in Ardennes, no surprise. Laurie saying it's not over till it's over, has what it takes to beat Holgersen. Well, he was in the lead until that last race. So nobody really saying which team they favor, which is interesting. Take another look here. Yeah, adjust it down one more little bit. Get okay, and reliability is finished. So that'll boost this. Now they're saying 6 days after the race. And let's look at our sponsor offers. This one is for first place. This one is for 16th. Looking for a better in-between one. 4th or above. 7 races at 900K. 6th or above. 700K race and 300K up front. You know what? I like that one better. I like the Ambrosia one. A little bit of money now. 700K per race is more than what we're getting from our current 9th place sponsor. I don't remember who that was. Lasts for 3 races, which is right. Actually, we'll need another one. We'll get another one right before the end of the year. So yeah. So by the end of this coming race, we'll be close. We should be close to even, and then above it after that. And then we're going to be able to get a couple more sponsors in. So, I mean, frankly, could probably design new gearbox if we really wanted to. Let's just save the money. Let's not bother with it. Okay, so we're all the way there on everything except for boosting the final engine up to its max. And still just content. You know what? I'm going to have you stick with it anyway. You're predicting, yeah, we're predicting 1st and 2nd, so that should be all happy. 19 degrees for practice, 14 for qualifying, 16 for the race. Not sure if supers or regular softs will be best for that. $16 degrees and clear. Probably no rain. Which way do I want to go? Low tire wear. Maybe I just want to go on the softer ones, the supers. I mean, 16 degrees should be close enough with those. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with supers. Just try to be fast out there. Okay. Here, I said it was in Germany. It's in Belgium. Get your geography right, sir. So the only crucial part is the engine. That's interesting. So we'll get a very nice boost, 360, which I believe is the most we've had so far. So, who knows? That's just a tight one and a symptom of a long track and us being worse and worse in the feedback area. And we've got some solid rain coming our way for Saturday, which was absolutely not predicted. So we'll go with super softs and wet tires as the only options. Super softs here. But, oh. Okay. Well, Will Baggs, third in the championship near the end of the year, and you crash out. Both of the Spartan drivers are back there with him. Wow. Because they set their best time on wets. Now, that's not... That makes me feel a whole lot better about this situation. But it doesn't make me feel good. They could be stuck at the back and we could have Baggs up front. But, you know, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he doesn't normally get us a lot of points. But he normally does give us one or two. And he gives us those points. He's driving a good weekend, too. He gives us those points, 40-year-old Baggs, by virtue of, you know, taking advantage of the opportunities. So, going to be tough for him to get up through. And first time I've ever seen that, no lap time set. That's just a fail by the team principal. There's no other way to put it. Fail by me. Ugh. Okay, but Holgerson competitive. And with no Lorry, maybe we've got a shot at the pole. Well, it's all Mia from this time on. And we've got Mia Holgerson driving poorly and not really being all that competitive. Although Cruz, pretty competitive with everybody except for Cruz, to be fair. Cruz has really laid it down both times. The only driver to get significantly under that 145 mark. Okay, so let's wait about a minute and a half. Let's go out at about 8.5. You can see 145. Yeah, I mean, that was... She shaved a quarter second off, so what more can you ask? Okay. Good luck with that, Norma. So we've got decent weather to start. Let's definitely check that weather forecast. No sign of rain. It's going to get cooler. Nothing says anything other than okay track conditions and improving as we go on. So, super softs and race trim for both drivers. Let's check our tires. About 22, 23 laps. Yeah, we should be able to get enough out of it. Now, 15 laps for each fill-up, plus the 100% now. And I think I want to just stick with the full thing of fuel. Cars are going to pass us. They're going to do whatever they want. But we're going for one stop. So, I'm even going to be okay with, you know, having some battery power left at the end of this first stint. Holgerson figuring to be about a 4. Go figure. No! Well, good thing I don't want to change the setup. Holgerson at a 4, everybody around her racing better. And then, yeah, Baggs at a 7 in the back. So he should be able to move up. Okay, stop, doggone it. Totally screwing up the start. Get going, Will. Good grief. Boy, is this a disaster. Okay, we're in hybrid mode. We got 3rd position for Holgerson, 20th for Baggs. Then we're going to need to back off fairly early. And particularly because I am going to be somewhat concerned about how much fuel we use. Yep. And other cars going by because they're running lighter. Good for them. I don't care. Bags is up to 19th in the back. So he's making a little bit of progress. Holgerson dropping. And now we've got to go neutral. Actually, let's go conserve for a bit. And you know what? I'm not going to keep pushing like everybody else is. You just go ahead and do your thing. I want to get down to about 70% energy with Holgerson. I want to go lower than that with Bags because of where he's back in 20th. Okay, we should be able to go neutral now at least. At least neutral the rest of the way. Should help us somewhat not to lose a horribly terrible amount of position. Seventh and 19th, we would gain no points, but neither would Spartan. Hammer would move up. So that actually would be an okay... I don't want it to finish that way, but that would be okay. Holgerson is at 5-1 and Bags 5-7, so... And Holgerson's tires are not going to last past this. So I need to be more conservative with the last set, but I can do it because the ones she used were partly used. So Holgerson's going to come in now. Going to take out that totally fresh set. And here it is, how much fuel to use. We're going to have almost a full charge. So I don't think we need a full load of fuel, but we're going to need close. Think about there. We'll go with. And estimated 12th. So we'll be able to pick up some be able to pick up some more energy there, but probably not for very long. Bags in 8th. We'll have to switch to hybrid now. This is a good time to use it while he's up a little bit further in the field. So I'd like to get 2 more laps out of him. But I'm not really going to with his tires. 1 more. And then be careful with him after that. So he's up to 5th. Almost a full load for him as well. Yeah, I might be using too much fuel, but and you know what? I'm going to back off by 1 on him. But it's iffy. You know, let's double check that I set that correctly. Fresh tires. 11 and change. Yep. Okay, now it says like 11th. I think maybe I didn't change the tires the first time. Holgerson comes out in 12th. Let's just stay steady for now. Let's do some hybrid. And then we'll be wanting to harvest soon. But 12th, which is 6th among drivers who have been in. So we're not winning any awards there yet. Question is, how many of them can go the distance? And that's something we'll just have to find out. And there's Bags making his way down the long pit lane stretch. And he's out in 11th. Just behind Holgerson in 10th. So we literally are the middle of the pack. Although Bags getting a lot of pressure right now from Parisi. But I'll let whatever happens there happen. In order to do this one-stop thing, I've really just got to take the long view and not try to push anything. We've got plenty of fuel. But yeah, we're losing still 4% off the tires each lap, and we got 3 more to go. So I'm not going to have the tire. I'm going to be running on, fried tires the last lap anyway. I can't push the tires anymore. Gabler's just faster on a 2-stop than we were on a 1. That's just, Gabler's just faster. Laurie up to 3rd, getting by Bags. Not super happy with that, but again, with him, his tires are even worse. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I think I've got to go with right where we're at, high and neutral. So if we finish 2nd and 4th, see, we still beat him by 5 points. So we're good. Just not as good as I wanted to be, but we're good. 2 laps to go. 2nd and a half behind Gabler, and unless something happens to Gabler that I don't see happening, we're not gonna be able to make that up. Hoping Bags has the tires to hold off Jarita Dutt. Whoa, look at Laurie having mechanical problems ahead. Be nice if that came to something. Let's go overtake here. Just see if we can't do anything with that. Yep, let's go overtake. Both drivers. Final lap. Give it everything you have. Still losing ground to Gabler. Okay. What about here? Yeah, way behind Laurie. So, really, we're just trying to hold off Rodriguez and Dutt. Come on, Will. Don't let him get too close. There you go. Those are the orange drivers, if I'm not mistaken. And Laurie putting on a speed burst, but it's not going to be enough to make any difference. 2nd and 4th. Gabler wins for Hammer. Thankfully, we don't have to care about Hammer, but have to give her a bit of a round of applause for throwing a wrench into the whole Holgerson-Laurie rivalry. Very nice of Laurie to both screw up in the qualifying and take that wide turn halfway through the race, I must say. And yeah, Gabler driving very strong with 8.3, had one of the faster cars. just flat out outdrove everybody today. Pole position for Jarita Dutt. Fastest lap to Will Hume of Torren, both of which we could care less about. Excellent. Gabler first, Holgersen second, ahead of Laurie by a second and a half. We didn't really deserve to be, but we handled the qualifying better in that case. And Baggs coming up from 20th to 4th is very nice. You know, and possibly he could have finished as high as, you know, 3rd, you know, ahead of Laurie without that. But it is what it is. 21-point lead, which I think equals the biggest that we've had with 3 races to go. So, 20 points, as we figured out last time. I had miscalculated at first. 20 points, the maximum for a race. So we basically got a race's worth of points lead with 3 races, one of which is double points. Not safe yet, but it was only 12 points 2 races ago. So it's been very nice to extend this. And Gabler is a scalded whippet, according to one of the fans, whatever that is. Both drivers having a decent form overall. We finish second to Hammer. And only been 2 races that Holgersen didn't finish first or second in. Baggs solid, finishing 4th, which has been his typical finish all year long. And we almost erased the deficit there. Okay, now we've got a few days left to finish up that last engine, but then it's just racing on what we've got. We're going to be in Vancouver next, then Yokohama and Doha to finish out the season. Looks like more rain in Vancouver to look forward to. Been a while since I did the Vancouver race. But, yeah, now down to the stretch run. Just got to hold them off, and we're looking good to do it. More Surging Absurdity coming up soon. Until then, thanks for watching. Be off to Canada then.